at university when we got into a pub and we got really drunk. Then afterwards, I was going home watching Bob Ross videos.
Yeah.
He was like standing and painting it. Take a little bit of that brush, right? And so this is exactly how I felt about constructing the first song for the Renaissance series, which was Over and Over. And everything came afterwards, like the concept.
But it was complicated.
It was not easy.
It was super I remember there were like counter beats and everything, and it took us. I was like, "Hey, I have this, guys," and then everyone looked at me like, "That's not supposed to be possible."
And then we were like 4 guys in the room, like 3 of them talking in a certain like theory language and everything.
And I was like, "Use your ears, listen." I was like, yeah, but it's behind a beat. And it's like, yeah, but
it was hard sometimes because I think like, and this is of course like the whole approach and everything, just like Bob Ross staying in front of his painting and knowing that this color is blue and this color is red. This is like what for me was talking about, okay, this is a counter beat, or we need to do this, or we need to put this or that chord in. But to me, it was always like when we started the Renaissance series, it was like painting colorblind.
Yeah.
Being colorblind, just staying there and thinking, I don't know what blue is, I don't care what red is, but I have a vision in my head. I want to create a certain feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that was like, to me, the biggest challenge in the whole, like not writing only over and over, but creating something, creating what you like said about Nowhere Land is that it's a universe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And for me, at that point, it was clear, this is it. This is it. We are going to paint a picture, and we don't know how this picture will look like, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, we had so many moments where we got like really challenged. Was it in the songwriting process, and then like what would you think? Where did this idea come from? Doing the Renaissance series as what it is, the Renaissance series.
Well, it was a special one, wasn't it? Because the Renaissance, I mean, we already had Nowhere Land, and Nowhere Land was had this whole universe and this whole thing. And the thing with Nowhere Land is that when we started writing it as a band, I think I had an idea for a song, and we jammed on it, and then the guitarist at the time said, it sounds like really a piratey kind of song, I said, yeah, it is kind of piratey. Maybe we should write another. And we tried another one. The next one was also kind of piratey. And then I was like, well, it feels like there's this ship and it's doing this. And then we started talking in the practice room, and it became a story. And then I would go home and I was like, well, then he did this. That's the thing. It's not because I disrespect the theory. I think it's important. And if I need to do it, I will do it. But I'll set it apart from the actual sounds and the idea. And why is that? It's because when I write music, personally, I feel like it's more of a story. I've never considered myself a musician. I've never considered myself a guitarist. I've never considered myself a vocalist, because I never felt I was at the level where I could say, okay, now I'm a guitarist. Now I'm good enough to be like. There's always somebody who's better than me, and music is just a tool for me, like painting, like a brush. You know, I'm not a brushist. You know, it's not how it works. So, but that was a very conscious direction. We took Nowhere Land. We said, we're going to create this thing, and it became a story. What's next? All right, well, he does this. What would that feel like? What's next? Where Renaissance series was completely different. It was almost the other way around. We had these songs and these ideas, and we put them together, and we jammed on a lot of. Some of them were like an idea, like that over and over thing, where I came with the idea, but it's not my song. I didn't write the song. I just had the lick, and then it wouldn't be anything if you hadn't put your part, or if Nick hadn't done his part. Here's the thing: we created the songs of Nowhere Land, the previous album, because we had a story. But Renaissance was the other way around. We allowed the songs to tell us what the story was going to be about. And I remember sitting there in a cafe listening to the songs, because we already had recorded the songs, we had the lyrics and everything. And I remember writing down the lyrics, like keywords from things that I recorded. Because often when you write the lyrics, I don't think about what I'm writing. I've always kind of explained it like as if I'm a radio. Like the words are already there, like in the ether or whatever. And it's same with the music. Like my job is to be the radio, the antenna, and just kind of absorb and just put it down or whatever. Where it comes from, you can argue. Some people say it's from the gods or the angels, and some people say it's subconscious. I don't know. I don't care, because my job is simply to who was it who said the when they create a statue, they can see the stone and the statue is already there. Their job is just to take away everything that's not supposed to be there. Like they didn't make the statue. The statue is already there. It's in the statue, but it's just a matter of removing all the stuff, and in the end, here's the statue that was already there. And it's a very interesting way of seeing it, because it's kind of the same with the music. And for this reason, I had no idea what words I put down.